As many of you know, there is, from time to time, another entity that comes through named Willa Hillicrissing. She's another future self of mine, but whereas Bashar is on a different planet, Willa is actually a hybrid 700 years in our future. So, inspired by the general ideas of what she is experiencing in her life, I am in the process of writing a series of books about that as a story. Now, it's inspired by a lot of the things that she's experiencing, but it's not a literal transcription of her life. So it is a science fiction fantasy novel. I just want to make that clear so people, when they hear this, don't think that it's actually literally everything in here is happening to her. But it's very inspirational. It's a fun thing to do. And it does contain, a lot of the experiences that she's having. The first book in the series of 5 books is basically done. And we're just editing and tweaking it at this point. And then we'll be getting it to a publisher. But what I've brought tonight are the first few chapters that I will enjoy reading to you if you would enjoy hearing them. So pretend that there's a crackling fireplace somewhere and we're having just sort of a little fireside read. First excerpt. After open contact occurred between humans and extraterrestrial hybrids, technology was introduced to Earth that proved the existence of parallel realities. As humans and hybrids mingled over time, their offspring exhibited the ability to perceive these alternate realities directly with their natural senses. With further practice and training, our human hybrid ancestors developed the skill into a science that gave rise to the cryptics, nocturnal, shapeshifters, sages, and wraiths that exist in our society today, 700 years after the landing. This is an excerpt from A Hybrid History by Holly Cotton. The story begins. If time is an illusion, isn't time travel an illusion too? Willa prodded in her soft Irish brogue. Willa Hillicrissing, a slender, blossoming 13-year-old human hybrid, sat on a soft meadow grass, legs crossed. Her larger-than-human butterscotch eyes gazed up at her mentor, Holly Cotton, who was also a descendant of the hybrids that came to Earth in the dimly remembered 21st century.
To enthusiasm and excitement, I know are the highest levels of frequency. When it comes to influencing my peers,
You don't influence anybody.
When it comes to being an outlet, being something that people can look up to.
An example.
Is it derived through excitement, enthusiasm? Is that what captures people's attention?
Don't you think so?
Of course. Now, the most efficient way to developing a base of followers.
It's not about developing followers. It's about teaching everyone by example that they can live their lives as fully. Any great teacher, any great master on your planet, such as Buddha or Jesus or Krishna or Ravoka, they were not about creating followers. They were reminding you that you are Buddhas, you are Christs. That's what has been misinterpreted. And therefore, by example, by thought, word, and deed, and living the example, do others then get attracted to your passion, your conviction of living that life and want to know how you do that. Then you can share ideas and information and help them learn to be more of who they are. Not that they have to choose that, because you must allow them to choose whatever it is they ultimately decide to choose. If you want to be allowed to be who you are, you have to allow them to be who they are fully, with absolutely no insistence that they have to match your frequency at all. But by living in that state of being, you at least give them the option to match that frequency and allow themselves to become the same kind of person with the same kind of life in their own terms.
Thank you so much.
We thank you.